Hey, how is everyone doing? Welcome back. I wanted to do a quick video to honestly just talk about figuring out what it is you want to do in certain parts of your life. Um, like figuring out or discovering or being honest with yourself about what you're supposed to be fulfilling in certain seasons of your life. And this came up for me because, oh my goodness, for the past few weeks, I really have just been like, what am I supposed to be doing right now? Yes, I'm a mom. So of course I'm parenting and helping my newest young adult navigate, you know, what this journey is going to look like. Um, and yes, I have a partner, so there's that. We have a healthy relationship. Um, I have a job, right? A job that pays my bills, and I also had a store that was abruptly closed. I've had several businesses in my life. Three of them are still very much a part of my life. The other ones I will tell you about. I definitely had my MLM days and network marketing. But lately I've been like, okay, so the store got closed, right? And I know that wasn't anything I could control. So what does that mean? What's next? How am I supposed to utilize my skills um, and what I know, what I'm good at to fulfill what I feel like I'm missing right now? And I think it's a I think it's a lot of other people that are in this season or have encountered seasons like this before. And I think it's important that we talk about it because everybody is always like, oh, figure out what your purpose is and do what you're passionate about and start a business, all of these things. And it's like, okay, that's cool and all, but how you supposed to know? you know? Like, I am a person who feels like certain seasons of your life, certain eras of your life require certain things from you. It requires you to pull certain things out of yourself. Like I really do believe that. Um and now I'm just trying to figure out what I'm supposed to be pulling out. So, for some context, my career is a sonographer or ultrasound technologist, and it has been 19 years for me this year. So almost 2 decades of doing that. I'm a general sonographer, so I do pretty much everything. I do everything from the neck down to the testicles. Okay. I don't really do babies, OB. Not really my area. Don't do the heart. I don't do blood vessels and things like that. Like, I do all the other stuff, and I'm very good at that. And it has been my anchor and my crutch for the past 19 years. Like, it's my go-to whenever I have an idea to do something else, and I branch out and I start working on different things. I go back to it because it's safe for me. It's my safety net. And in this season, I don't want to continue to use it as a crutch. I really want to utilize all of the other skills and assets and gifts and talents that I have to create a life where I don't feel rushed or trapped or like I'm missing everything. Because What I do know right now is that my two school age kids, um, I feel like I'm missing a lot with them. A lot more than I missed with my older two. And it's bothering me. Like it's really bothering my spirit. And I'm like, something has to change, something has to give. So what am I supposed to be doing? How am I supposed to live, right, and provide and take care of humans, aside from my safety net? And I just really wanted to know, like, what did what did you do to figure it out? Because I know what I'm doing right now. I know that in this season I'm leaning on um, everything that I love. And I love educating. I love women's reproductive health, like explaining how our bodies work and encouraging the younger population to really understand their fertility. Um, just women's health has my heart. So I love educating and leadership. Oh my goodness. I started my very first like stint with entrepreneurship with my own idea, not an MLM, not somebody else's idea. With my idea was a leadership development company that I created in 2017 after I finished my bachelor's degree. And when I talk about leadership, it lights something up inside of me because I have always believed that leadership is not something that you do at work. It's not really something that you do at all. It is literally a character trait. It is how you act, it's how you respond, it's how you behave, it's how you communicate. Leadership is so much more than giving orders and delegating and managing, because I also believe there's a difference between management and leadership. But for me, I love talking about leadership. And I was sitting at my home office and I'm like, what can I do with this? Like, I have a whole master's degree in organizational leadership, studying businesses and their culture and how to impact the lives of people and run an organization successfully. Like, that's what my master's degree is in, and I absolutely love that program. So I'm sitting in my office and I'm like, how do I use that in this season? Because I know that's how I'm supposed to show up. I know that's a part of what I'm supposed to do. And it's also going to be my gateway into getting my store open again. Because I'm sure you know this, opening a storefront requires capital, it requires funds. And you have to go get these funds. And it is not easy. That is a story that I promise you I will share, because I have invested lots of money and energy into getting my storefront. And it is a very challenging situation. It is not something that is just like, oh, go to the bank, get a loan. And that's a story that I will share. But opening my store is one of my top priorities, because I know that having a space that promotes clean beauty for our community is imperative to our health and our well-being. Again, I love women's reproductive health. Knowing that the majority of the products that we use on our hair, on our skin, for makeup, for moisturizing, for clear skin, contain ingredients and chemicals that disrupt our hormones and affect our reproductive health. It affects our overall well-being. Knowing that, and understanding that providing products that have been created with that in mind, so that they are more natural and have less or no toxins in them, is something that I know I have to do. Like, I know I have to do this for my community. I know I have to do this for just for women, because our health matters, and so much of what we do every day just naturally affects us. And so in order to open my store, I need money. And I was at my desk like, well, how do you make money outside of your job? Because your job covers your bills and your responsibilities, but you need money that's going to cover your dreams. And it went back to leadership. And I really want, most of the women that I know to kind of tap into, what is it that you feel like you're supposed to be doing in this season of your life? How are you supposed to be impacting others, right? In order to fulfill something inside of yourself and for yourself, in order to make a part of your dream come true. What are you supposed to be doing in this season? Because I think so many of us get complacent in our everyday routines and in our safety nets and in our comfort zones, that we don't embrace change, and we don't seek out discomfort and new things, because it disrupts what we're doing, and it's uncertain and the outcomes are unknown. But I really want us to get into this habit of, as we mature, as we grow older, as we grow wiser, that it is okay to figure out what season you're in and how you're supposed to operate in that season, because I do feel like each season of our life is going to bring out something new in us. So that's pretty much what I wanted to share. And yeah, until next time, thank you for tuning in to This Is 40 Plus Real Talk with Javonna.